Good morning. Shall we get started? Welcome to God's KG class. One of the first lessons that we will be taking. There is no ground beneath your feet. No ground beneath our feet? What do you mean? For many millennia, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 years, maybe 100,000, mystics have been telling mankind that this entire universe is a dance of light. It is vibration. More recently, about 100 years ago, physicists, quantum physicists, have been saying the same thing. And it is time today to explore this, to internalize it, and to see some of its implications. We can look at the world, or we can look at the world. And as we look at it, really look at it, the guava starts revealing some of its secrets. This is what we as aura masters see when we look closely. First, it's a lovely green ball with lots of lights around it. Then we look closer and we see little sprinkles, little sparkles of light around it. And inside, patterns, some light, some dark, some pink, some yellow, some green. And then you start realizing that, like, look, it's also the same thing is around my hand. Then you look deeper and you start seeing that there is a greater and greater veil of light or cloud of light. And you look deeper still and you start realizing that there are spokes or spikes that go off into the distance. 50 feet, 100 feet, 1,000 feet? No. 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers. Then you look deeper and deeper still. And then you start realizing that, like, look, you're looking at all this from outside of yourself, from outside of my body. And then you look deeper and deeper, and it suddenly becomes one entire shimmering mass of color. The first implication is that there is more to us. That no matter what situation we find ourselves in, how difficult and how terrible it is, there is always more. We are indeed much more than we think we are. The second implication is that things can change and there are always possibilities. The next implication is that we are being open to vibes. We can tell a lot, we can see opportunities, we can understand more. Whether it is checking on the healthiness of a food or understanding what a loved one is feeling, it is useful. The next implication is of power. Our vibes influence the world. And so if we change what we believe, how we act, how we think, how we feel, then the world can change. Our thoughts, feelings, prayers, and energy can influence the world very deeply. In fact, bone deeply, life deeply, world deeply. Another implication is that we are all part of one vast symphony which has many voices. And we can be alone, a single voice, or we can hear the great magnificence. Aligning ourselves to the giant symphony in which we live in is deeply, magnificently rewarding. Now, going from gravity blinkered to internalizing the truth that there is more to us. things that we do can change the symphony of existence is a huge step. For some it takes a very short while, for others it takes decades, and for some even lifetimes. But it is a journey worth starting, worth deepening. For the past 35 years, we've helped illuminate the paths of the lost, heal the incurable, and guide seekers to the cosmic.